I'm first of all, like, I'm not the old head naive player that, like, I want to see all the young guys that deserve want to get their family out there. I want them to make $100 million a year. Like, I want everybody to get money. But that's when we got to really implement, like, the financial literacy, part of it, right. To where they just not out here just doing anything with the money, and they, like, making sure that the money is going where you need to go. You still gonna ball, you still gonna have your fun, but, like, setting yourself up for generational wealth and making sure it's just is going the right way, because basketball is the biggest sport in the world, and it's just gonna continue to grow global and get bigger and bigger. So you can't control it. Money gonna keep getting longer. So I mean, for us, I think it's just finding ways to make sure the players is doing the right things with the money.
What is that? What is the steps to that? Because we hear about horror stories a lot. Is it a financial advisor?
I mean, of course. I mean, when you're making that much money, you're supposed to have somebody, watching the money and investing and strategically investing, and just doing the right things. Like everybody else is. I mean, everybody is different for how they want to, invest their money and do with their money. But as long as you're doing something and making your money double, then that's all I can help with.
Yeah, coming in a position that you're in, the power of no is something that is realistic. All right, I mean, people are documenting your salaries, documented. People understand how much you're making.
Mm-hmm.
How difficult or how challenging is it to distinguish between, I can help you, or nah, this is now charity. No, we have to get it on your own, or I can give you assistance or a resource that has nothing to do with financial tangibles, but actually networking with somebody. Like, how has that been for you throughout your career?
You talking about, like, with family or just people?
Family specifically.
I still struggle with it. Like, that's gonna be a constant struggle. Because some days I'll be feeling better than others. You know what I mean? To where it's like the things that you need, like my mom and sister and brother, like, they got houses and cars. Like, they're good. But then it's like, what do you need it for? Like, if it's something that is necessary, then I'm going to help you. Or I'm going to put you in a position. I might not give you some money, but I'm going to put you in a position to where, you can be good. But if it's just something that you see or that you just want, I ain't got nothing for you. Unless you might catch me on a good day where I might, what I'm saying? But it's like I'm getting older, and I don't got time for it no more. Like, I'm in a whole different headspace, and now it's like, I don't know how many years I got left in the NBA, but, like, my business savvy mindset got to take over to where, I gotta think like, Steve Ballmer and Mike Rubin and my other mentors and guys that I look up to. So, and they're not doing that. So, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. How you think they got to where they at?
So with Adidas, obviously you've been with them for a long time. But I heard that you're part of the creative process as well, right?
Yeah.
I'll talk about your relationship with Adidas over the years and how you've been able to kind of add your input on it.
We've created some really, really game-changing shoes. And yeah, 8s. And, like, the whole, like, it's so many, I don't even know how many pairs of sneakers have been created, like millions. So it's a hard process to kind of figure out which lane we want to go to. But I think for me, just creating that fashion side of me with the basketball sneaker and combining it. Like, most NBA players just make a rough ass, like, basketball shoe. You know what I mean? My own mind to be fly to where we chilling like this, or we in a vibe, we at dinner, we can rock my sneaks, you know what I mean, and then go get somebody 40 on the court. And that's the kind of balance that I've been trying to create for these shoes. And most of the time when you see, like, guys like my age that I've been trying to create for these shoes, and most of the time when you see, like, guys like my age 15, 16, on the decline, whatever you want to call it, they sneakers drop. They go down. But mine's just, going up still. And it's a blessing because, we're doing something right. And, it's been a little rocky. We had some internal things going on with Adidas that were public. But now I think we found our groove, and we're in a good space to where we're going to continue to keep
How have you been able to navigate? Because
we're going to continue to keep
How have you been able to navigate? Because a lot of times, it's like record labels. A lot of times, people get disgruntled with their shoe company, then they go to Twitter, then they air them out.
I'm not doing none of that.
So how you been able to manage difference?
All right, Shalom. I'm gonna say call Halom La, meaning all praises to Yahweh, who people ignorantly call God, whose true name is Yahweh in the ancient Hebrew tongue, in the name of his son Yahweh Shai, who people call Jesus, whose true name is Yahweh Shai. Wahab being and the Kodash, or Rakah being spirit, Kodash being holy. Peace and blessings to the elect, all those awakening, fighting a good fight of faith right now, and woke. Salutations to the men at the Great Millstone Church, the true brothers, starting with and chiefly to the elders at the Great Millstone Church. So yeah, getting into this, it's some good things said, a lot of things I want to just let it play out. That way, I don't even have to play the video anymore. Salakia. Like I said, Torah, I just let everything that I'm gonna say make sense based off everything I let play. But I'm pretty much gonna be dealing with the topic of don't just when you get some money, it's not over with, because a lot of our people got that mentality. Like when they get their money, they won. It's done. Job not done. Like that famous, press conference Kobe had, where he made the statement, when they asked him about, was he excited to be moving on or be up in a series or something like that. And he was like, job finished? They was like, you don't seem excited. You guys take command and lead, or they won the series, something like that. And he was like, what's there to be excited about? Job not finished. And that's the same mentality, we to have when, we get one aspect of life obtained, of having life obtained or something. You know what I'm saying? To whatever degree. People Israel act like that when they get their checks. When they get their check, they act like they done made it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all over with, the weekend hit, it's all over with Salakia. And it's not. It's far from over with, man. You haven't made it. Just because you and you specifically see that when Jake being Jacob. For those that's new, all right, so-called black people, so-called Negroes, so-called natives, so-called Latinos, and people scattered abroad, amongst the Israelites scattered abroad, all the nations, But anyway, that's what mainly you see Jake when it come to money. That is, you mainly see them act like that, like they made it. Like it's over with. It ain't over with just because you get some money. All right? I've been quoting this a lot lately. The scriptures say, when men get in prosperity, they forget about affliction. They forget about poverty. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no such thing, which is why a lot of Jakes, they zone in and hone into, even when they get money, a crazy amount of money or something like that, they gotta make more. They gotta keep making more. We gotta keep making more, because in their mind, they know money, like the scriptures say, money makes itself wings and it flies away. So they be, making the quotes, the statements that you hear a lot, like, I ain't going back, never broke again, all this, never going broke again, all this other stuff, which that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with being concerned with your finances, because that's of life. What king, what royal nation that don't have finances, or that's not finance savvy? Not one. they don't have that, you out of there. So I'm gonna get a quick scripture. Ecclesiastes 7:12. It says, "For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense." See that? Wisdom, is a defense, but it also says that money is a defense. Things like gold. Scripture talk about that. Sirach, also known as the book of Ecclesiasticus 40:25. It says what? Gold and silver. See, gold and silver make the foot stand sure. See that? Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both. Exactly. So yeah, but it just shows you nothing wrong with being about your money, but something wrong with only being about money, which is why I say, when you get money, man, you ain't made it. I don't give a dang how much money you got. Like they say, more money, more problems. But nonetheless, you have obtained a certain aspect to where now you can do certain things. But see, it don't even matter, because when you get the money, as we know, but we gonna deal with the topic and a few other things. But when you get the money, it really don't even matter, and won't even matter, and which is why you haven't made it. I say you haven't made it. It's not over with, because you still have to get wisdom. You have to get the riches of the Lord, true riches. You got to get durable riches. All that stuff can be gone. Just like how a bank that your money so-called, sits in, and that's so-called all the way around the board, because your money so-called sitting in the bank, your money is, and then the money itself is to be so-called, because it's not really money, from the crypto. I don't care if you talking cryptocurrency or you talking just straight FRN notes you deposited. It's also called. Boy, as I saying though, when it's sitting in these banks, if the bank get wiped out, right, where your money go? So that's why I just offer that it's not durable. You can have all your money in cash. Money get burnt up, where it go? See that? So it's not even durable. Then you got some people that be smart enough to be like, well, or think they smart enough to be like, man, it's like, man, I'm gonna just get mine in gold, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get mine in silver. It says what? Sirach 40:25. Gold and silver make the foot stand sure, but counsel is esteemed above them both. See that? And then when we come here, Proverbs 8, and jump to the point, verse 18. Riches and honor are with me. See? Yeah, durable riches and righteousness. See that? It says in NLT, I have riches and honor. I have riches and honor, as well as enduring wealth and justice. See, my gifts are better than gold, even the purest gold. My wage is better than sterling silver. You can't make this up. He says, I walk in righteousness and path of justice. Those who love me inherit wealth. I will fill their treasures. Right, the Lord can give you treasures that can't corrupt. He can give you riches that can't corrupt, that can't, disappear in a fire or something like that. Matthew 6:19, lay not up for yourselves treasures upon earth, where moth and rust do corrupt, and where thieves break through and steal. See that? That's it. But, because again, let me just read the next verse. But lay up for yourselves treasures in heaven, where neither moth nor rust doth corrupt, and where thieves do not break through nor steal. See that? So that's why these riches aren't durable. That Jake get and think you've made it. It's over with. You good now. Or even if you don't think that, because we know that's the case too, which I'm gonna get that. The scriptures talk about watching for riches. But again, these riches that they become like that for, they're corruptible. They could be stolen. You know what I'm saying? Like by whoever. I don't care you put it in the vault. The vault can be stolen. You seen that on the movie Barbershop. You know what I'm saying? So why would you think when you get the money, you made it? No. The main thing you obtain it all. The main thing you need to be trying to get, instead of being caught up in that, right? Because some get it and then they even get hungrier. They grind like they broke, as they say. Which, if you will, if it's seasonable, there's nothing wrong with. But again, it's not what it comes down to. It's not to be something that should allow you to think you got it all, right? So let's read this. Sirach 31:1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh. See that? And the care thereof driveth away sleep. Right? Because what if you're not healthy? You got some that go so hard, because they think they got what it is to have and only have. Some think it's the only thing to have. People say that cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. That's crap. That ain't it. You could people done hurt themselves on their job trying to get this extra overtime, or on the smallest levels. How many people done broke legs and dudes in the league trying to hoop and get this money, so-called money, this carnal money, and now they suffering for it in the flesh because they done got hurt. So you can't make it up. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. People ain't sleeping. They up vamping, as they once called it. Watching care will not let a man slumber. See that? And it's as a sore disease breaking sleep. Right. That's all he could think about. Like how you can't sleep at night when you got a illness, a disease, a cold, a disease. It's the same way when you got money in your system, the yearning and hunger for that, for more money. As if you getting everything it is to have, you done finally cracked it. When you don't have nothing, that's just gonna go on to say, the rich hath great labor and gathering riches together. See that? And when he rested, he is filled with his delicates, right? He is filled with his delicates, right? So when he sit down, he's filled with everything he's been laboring for. So now think about that, man. That's shallow. All you're gonna have is dang money. That's all you've been paying attention for. That's all you've been grinding for. That's all you're gonna have. That's why the Bible say, be not deceived. God is not mocked. Galatians in the 6th chapter. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he reap. Whatever you sow, it's a fair science. It says the poor laboreth in his poor estate. When he leaveth off, he is still needy. Right? The poor laboreth in his poor estate. And when he leaveth off, he is still needy. Right. Now think about that. So that's really Like if you're not making the right type of money, it's not getting you nowhere. You still in need. So the Lord laid out the example of like someone that's carnally poor, so you can see if you are carnally rich yourself. That's why the scriptures say, charge them that be high-minded in this world rich. You know, charge them that be rich, that they be not high-minded. Because if you're not making the right money like a poor person, you're not gonna have enough for nothing. You still gonna be in need. You're still in need. You know, which is also why the scriptures say in Revelation, you know, because thou says I am not, you know, I'm good. I have no need of nothing, and you don't know that you poor. In fact, 1 Timothy 6:17 charge them that are rich in this world that they be not high-minded, nor trust in uncertain riches. See that? But in the living God who giveth us richly all things to enjoy. You know, in the NLT, teach those who are rich in this world not to be proud and not to trust in their money, which is so unreliable. Which is when you think about the grand scheme of things and reality and how it works, you know, and God's will, which, you know, the men he set up took out of this world, you know, and gave them what, you know, they need to just be in position to teach you and show you God's will, you know, in the form of prophecy, prophesying. That way you can know if you heading in the right direction. You know, if you are, you know, are not aligned on the right side of what the prophecies say, meaning the concerning events that was already forewritten to happen. You know, and these same men he gonna exalt in the time when these prophecies start happening to confound people, because they was laboring not for the meat that perish, but for the meat that last unto life everlasting. You know, they trying to get rich with the Lord, build up a lot of favor with God. You know, because he can give you money that carnal money can't buy. You know, he can give you favor that for carnal money can't get you. You know, you having that money of his can get you into places and a hold of things and have you still standing when the smoke clears. You know, and unlike this carnal money. All right, but anyway, it says their trust should be in God, who richly gives us all we need for our enjoyment. When we go to Revelation 3:15, it says, I know thy works, that thou art neither cold nor hot. I would that thou were hot. My bad. Jumping to 17. It says in the NLT, you say, I am rich. I have everything I want. I don't need a thing. And you don't realize that you are wretched and miserable and poor and blind and naked. So I advise you to buy gold from me, gold that has been purified by fire. Then you will be rich. Also buy white garments from me, so you will not be shamed by your nakedness, and ointment for your eyes, so you will be able to see. Yeah, you know, buy that white raiment from him. You know, get yourself clean in the eyes of the Lord. That way you don't get exposed as somebody that's actually not approved. You know, and that's through the blood of the Messiah, man. It's starting with that, and the lifestyle you live, which shows you believe in it, you have it. You know, there's plenty of rich men in the Bible, but it's truth not about being so-called rich. We ain't here to be seeking riches. If the Lord wants you to have that, He'll have you with that, how you financially set up, but it'll be for the purpose of you helping the story that He has written to play out on earth somehow. You know what I'm saying? By you being a piece of it, or you helping other pieces, and or you helping other pieces, meaning individual. So I'm gonna go ahead and close this out with a few more scriptures. So back to Sirach 31 and 1. Watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and the care thereof driveth away sleep. Sleep. Watch and care will not let a man slumber, as a sore disease breaketh sleep. The rich had great labor in gathering riches together, and when he rested, he is filled with his delicates. The poor labored in his poor estate, and when he leaveth off, he is still needy. So the Lord is comparing these people unto the poor. He that loveth gold shall not be justified. See, he that loveth gold shall not be justified. Because remember, whosoever loveth the Lord is going to inherit, he's going to cause to inherit riches. And how you know you love the Lord? By doing what the Lord say to do. I'll tell you that in John the 15th chapter. It says, and he that followeth corruption shall have enough thereof. Man, gold had been the ruin of many, and their destruction was present. It was always evident. It was clear. It is a stumbling block unto them that sacrifice unto it, and every fool shall be taken therewith. Exactly. So it's a stumbling block. It ain't because the Lord basically is already laid out, for a time, and it's telling you as we live in this time that Satan runs this world, and he has everybody caught up in what's carnal, what's fleshly. So, of course, they will tell you cream and all this crap. It don't. Cream got an answer to the spiritual riches. Those that got spiritual riches, money is longer than those who have carnal riches. How do we know that? Those who have spiritual riches clearly love the Lord. And those that love the Lord have durable riches. Unlike those who, have carnal riches but don't love the Lord. The difference is their riches aren't durable. So their money is longer. The spiritual riches can get you the carnal money. And this proves it. This is Sirach chapter 11 and 21. I'm going to start at 20. Be steadfast in thy covenant and be conversant therein. See, and be conversant therein. We can tell you what we believe. We tell you what we worship. A real believer can. We could tell you why, we don't got the shoes with blah, 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 and all this other madness. We could tell you why you have to have a shoe. Why you've been influenced to want to get a shoe with someone that's oppressing your dang nation, your race. We could tell you why, you got, these Yahoo people. You know what I'm saying? Running all these companies, ironically. And really are the same people that enslaved your people. To where now you gotta do deals with them and go through them to even have, a dang whatever. We could tell you, man. It says, and wax old night work. Marvel not at the work of sinners, but trust in the Lord. See that we ain't marveling at these guys' portfolios and all this other madness, man. Brothers was once there, but the Lord chose men. You know what I'm saying? That was once blinded, once not in the truth. Once in the filth of the world, due to lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? That's now here. So it says, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. Exactly. So you brothers and sisters, keep working for the Lord. You keep laboring in the way you're supposed to be laboring for what you're supposed to be laboring for, and keep believing that and being a light and example that for those that need to see that does bring the carnal riches as well. You know. But anyway, for it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. So marvel not at the work of sinners, but trust in the Lord and abide in thy labor. For it is an easy thing in the sight of the Lord on the sudden to make a poor man rich. The blessing of the Lord is in the reward of the godly, and suddenly he maketh his blessing to flourish. See, because a lot of our people think just because they get something, it was from the Lord, it's a blessing of the Lord. It wasn't a blessing of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're not aligned with the Lord, now if you going against the Lord, now if you don't want to hear nothing the Lord got to say, that ain't from the Lord. That's from Satan himself. Don't you know he got power to damn so-called bless you and give you everything you want to too? You better read Matthew chapter 4, Luke 4. It says, verse 23. So say not what profit is there of my service. Yeah, what am I gonna get out of serving the Lord, man? You niggas on the corner, you broke, blah blah blah. Man, the Lord working mysterious ways, man. You know what I'm saying? The foolishness of the Lord is stronger than the wisdom of men. You know, and God ain't foolish. But the Lord's worst idea is better than all amount of wisdom that men could have put together. That's crazy. And he ain't giving us nothing foolish. He speak the things that are right. He said, I speak unto you that the things that are right. Isaiah the 45th chapter, the 19th verse. I said not to the seed of Jacob, seek me in vain. He ain't wake you up and tell you was an Israelite for no reason. He told your ass you above all people, man. You know? He telling you what's going on, about to go on for a reason. He told you who your enemies was for a reason. He told you they can build your own people for a reason. He told you not to be over righteous, over wicked for a reason. You know, he told you to be balanced for a reason. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so say not what profit is there of my service, and what good things shall I have hereafter. Again, say not, I have enough and possess many things. What evil shall I have hereafter? Right? Like your money can buy you. You can't buy nobody life back. You can't buy a soul. All you do is couldn't put your money together and bring back your favorite rapper. You know what I'm saying? So come on, man. And that's just facts. Ain't talk mess, it's just facts. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction. And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity. So you got to remember that riches profit not in the day of wrath. I got one more. So yeah, it's all about, you know, setting things up for the future. You know, making sure your children straight. But you got to follow a wise life plan to do that. It is about inheritance, you know. But a lot of our J's got it mistaken. They mistaken truly doing that, right, for the crap they see these dang devils do. But anyway, Ecclesiastes 2:1. Yeah, I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun. This is the wisest man and richest, and because he was the wisest man, he was the richest man to ever live. Solomon, right? Who's from our nation. He was a so-called black man from the tribe of Judah, the son of David. Read on. I hated all my labor which I had taken under the sun, because I should leave it unto the man that shall be after me, right? So he realized after, what some people like, well, he was tripping on all that. No, he just realized it don't really make sense. It's vanity to be caught up. You know, he realized that he put all this together, and someday he gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? But that wasn't his whole gripe. All of these words go together. So let's read on. And who knoweth whether he shall be a wise man or a fool? See, yet shall he have rule over all my labor wherein I have labored, and wherein I have shewed myself wise under the sun. This is also vanity. So all that work you did can be wiped out. See that? So it's all vanity. It's corruptible. See that? It's crazy, man. Listen to NLT. I came to hate all my hard work, right, here on earth. For I must leave it to others, leave to others everything I have earned. And who can tell whether my successors will be wise or foolish? Yet they will control everything I have gained, but my skill and hard work under the sun. By my skill and hard work under the sun. How meaningless. That's wise. So I gave up in despair, questioning the value of all my hard work in this world. See that? It's that simple. Now, all right. So, to Luke 21, and matter of fact, we're going to end this with these two. Proverbs 3 and 5. It says, actually the fourth chapter, Proverbs 4, and I'm going to start at 4. He taught me, right? He taught me also and said unto me, let thine heart retain my words. You know, before you retain any money, whatever. It says, retain my words. It says, keep my commandments and live. When you read that in NLT, my father taught me, take my words to heart, follow my commands, and you will live. Right? It says in the KJV, verse 5, get wisdom, get understanding, forget it not, right? Neither decline from the words of my mouth. Forsake her not, and she will preserve thee. Because wisdom is compared unto a woman in scriptures, because of its care, its nourishment. But he says, and she shall preserve you, thee, like love, preserve thee. Love her, and she shall keep thee. Wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So with all the money you getting, no matter how much, properties you getting or whatever you getting, you need to be getting wisdom, getting understanding, and ultimately doing what? Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your souls. Ain't winning your life, winning life. Not making shipwreck concerning the faith. Some of these athletes learning who they is, and they still following after some damn money. I'll end it here. 1 Timothy 1 and 10. It says, but they that will be rich will fall into temptation and a snare, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts. See, in hurtful lust, exactly. It's a lot of stuff that attaches itself to money that can hurt you, that you will want. It could be the wrong item to buy, the right amount of money can bring the wrong, amount of people, in your business, the wrong people around you, bring the wrong woman in your life that you may want. Could bring the right amount of money, could bring you, the wrong amount of attention, the wrong attention to begin with, that you may want, and it end up hurting you. All those examples, from the woman to people in your business, etc. The wrong endorsements, the wrong new things to try. You know what I'm saying? Because you want to try new things, and it end up being something that puts you to death. So men just gotta understand what it is you're talking about and seeing this stuff for what it is. Reading on, it says, which drown men in destruction and perdition. For the love of money, see, for the love of money is the root, is the root of all evil, which while some coveted after, some, not everybody, right? They have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience. Patience is what allows you to possess your soul, right? Meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou are also called. Also called. That's what you was called to do. You know? So not only are you being advised to do that, you was called to do that. You know? Not only do you want to do that, you know, and you're reading these things you want to do, you was called to do this, which is why you want to, and you're reading this. You know, it's no coincidence. Fight the good fight of faith, lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. So that's basically the point, man. It was definitely good to hear, you know, because it is about the, you know, having understanding of finances and stuff like that, but it's understanding, you know, keep the main thing, you know, in that balance. And that main thing is making sure we stay aligned with the Lord, making sure the one that controls everything and gives everything, or allows, I should say, gives and allows, gives or allows everything, you know, to where he's still in control. Because again, Satan can give you something, but nonetheless, you got him on your side, you know. So yeah, that's basically the point. Lord, when this made sense, you know, and like I said, just because you get some money don't mean you made it, man. It ain't over with. So if you get the money, you better pray the Lord he choose you. And this is proof, because the scriptures tell us that this proof for us to take heed, because the scriptures tell us that we don't choose the Lord, he choose us. So you got dudes that getting all this money, but they can't get the Lord. They getting all this carnal money. So they an illusion. You know? You can't buy the Lord with your money, man. You know? You can buy the Lord with your spirit, your conduct, the right outlook, a balanced outlook, being just. Which that's all about his design to begin with. But anyway, call on like how about Shah. Till next time, Shalom.